The legend of the haunted well, popularly known as Uwaberi, was a famous story in the 18th century. The haunted well Uwaberi lies in the heart of a dense and overgrown forest outside the village of Ugbonhe in Edo State, Nigeria, a place no one dares to approach. It stands alone with a moss-covered stone structure and a wooden roof, its dark mouth yawning open like a hungry beast. No one remembers who built it or when it was dug, but everyone in the village knows one thing for certain: the well is cursed. The story dates back generations to a time when the village was still young and the forest had not yet swallowed the well whole. Legend has it that it was inherited by a wealthy landowner named Oduhare, who lived isolated on the land. Oduhare was a man of sharp temper and greed. One year, the land was parched with a terrible drought and the village began to suffer. Their crops withered, their animals grew thin, and their wells ran dry. Every well except Oduhare's. His well was deeper and stronger than any other, and he jealously guarded it, allowing no one to take so much as a drop of water without paying a heavy price. Desperate and dying of thirst, the villagers begged Oduare for mercy, but he was unmoved. "Pay or perish," he would say, his eyes cold and cruel. One dark night, a poor widow named Uwa, with a child sick from the heat, crept to Oduare's well. She was caught by Oduare himself, and in his fury, he shoved her back, sending her tumbling into the well's dark mouth. Her scream echoed against the stone. The sound of a cracking skull could be heard as her head smashed repeatedly against the walls of the well as she fell, until there was nothing but silence. In an attempt to keep his deed a secret, Oduare grabbed Uwa's child and threw him into the well. He then told the villagers the next morning that Uwa ran away, unable to pay his debts. But that very night, the villagers awoke to the sound of wailing coming from the forest, a mournful, endless cry that seemed to seep into their very bones. The next morning, Oduare was found dead beside the well, his body twisted as if by some invisible force, his face frozen in a mask of terror. His eyes were wide open, staring at the well's dark mouth. From that day on, the well was considered cursed. The wailing never ceased. It would rise in the dead of the night, echoing through the trees, chilling the blood of everyone who heard it. Those who wandered close to it spoke of feeling unseen hands pushing them towards the well, of cold fingers brushing through their skin, of a voice whispering in their ears, saying, "My pikin, come drink water."